up. Let's go see the garden. Hello, my name is Rebecca and I am a no-dig gardener in Central Virginia. And this, right behind me, is what I call my afterthought garden. Why an afterthought? Well, I started it as an afterthought. It's a good name, don't you think? So this garden I started because I had some beds that had been laying fallow for several years, and I just said, well, what the heck, let's clear them out and create something. I wanted to create an asparagus bed that would be permanent, and then I had extra tomatoes, and then I said, well, I got more space, let's plant some squash and beans and let's see what happens. It is far away from my main garden. It's far away from the house. It's actually down below the vineyard, which is located on the property here. Rebecca Vineyards is located here. And I thought, well, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna kind of treat this garden as an afterthought. It's not gonna have the normal attention that I give it. And meaning I'll water when I can. Now, luckily, we've had a lot of rain. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. For tomatoes, rain every single day can mean that they can split or get diseases really fast, fungal diseases. For pumpkins, they love the water, but too much humidity and moisture can bring in all sorts of diseases, powdery mildew, etc. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what has happened. These gardens were planted, well, the asparagus was planted in April, but the rest of the garden was planted around Memorial Day, end of May. Are you curious? Honestly, I really don't check this garden every day, so I'm a little bit curious. Let's see. So far, the deer fence has been holding this netting that we have around this garden. I gotta say, the growth of the pumpkins has been absolutely phenomenal. I have not been able to really get in here and do much of anything. I have checked a couple of times for squash bugs and things like that, and I can see a couple of places where maybe there's some damage. Let's go and check. As I look in here, I see a leaf that is kind of, it doesn't look great, but you know what? It's just, it doesn't have any, it's not any damage on there, no squash bugs. It's just not getting sunlight. Here, we have some little short sunflowers that are going to come up. They've got blooms on them. Here are the beautiful lima bean teepees. You can see that they're just starting to get blossoms, and hopefully those will turn into some beans. Pumpkins absolutely everywhere. I have two kinds of pumpkins in here. I've got tan pumpkins, and these variegated leaves are the Seminole pumpkins, which are very long-keeping pumpkins, perfect for cooking. I also have some weeds, which I'm actually not attending to very well because honestly, I'm not really getting in here all that much, and I'm hoping that the pumpkins outcompete them, and I think that's happening. Behind me, you can see I've got some tomatoes. These are my definite afterthought tomatoes. Let's take a closer look. Tomatoes, these are my late sown tomatoes. And there's definitely tomatoes on here. There's some big ones down here, but they're not ripening up quite yet. These plants, in spite of all the rain, are relatively disease-free. I can see a little bit of fungus down here, but nothing terrible. What else? Oh, look, I see a pumpkin. There's one. Yep. I bet if I really looked around in here, I might see some more. Let's see what's going on with this leaf. I see a squash bug. I'll squash it. Don't like squash bugs. I see another one right there. Squash it. All right. In a pumpkin patch like this, you just can't get everything. But look at the health of these pumpkins. The light green leaves are the tan cheese pumpkins, and the variegated leaves are the Seminole pumpkins, and they're all higgly-piggly in here, going everywhere. Asparagus, I've got tomatoes growing in the asparagus, but you know what? Tomatoes and asparagus are friends, so hopefully they'll do well. There's another pumpkin. This is a tan cheese pumpkin. That's going to grow to be about a probably 10 to 12 pound pumpkin. And look, I have sunflowers starting to bloom. Isn't that nice? It is truly amazing how this 25 by 25 foot space has just completely filled up in less than 2 months. Abundant growth, amazing growth. Wow. And it's not getting eaten by critters. That's the best part. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see what happens with this garden. I am always interested in trying new things, and I just wanted to see. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to throw a like. I'd love it if you'd comment, and if you can share, that's even better, because it helps the channel grow and it helps me reach more people. So do like, comment, share, and come back often. Check back, see what's happening in this garden. Take care. Bye. I hope your garden is growing well.